Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back in screwdrivers, and I'm going to explore more with propeller power. In the last episode, we built this propeller car, and I want to see if I can actually build something that is like a plane that flies more like a plane. And I'm seeing something down here that I don't recognize. There appears to be some type of podium thing. Sapphire HD 6970 has all three places on whatever this podium is. I have no idea what that's for. But yeah, I recently found out that propellers are something we can build. It wasn't the easiest thing for me to figure out. And why is my camera... Oh, okay, there we go. Figured it out. The camera's feeling a little interesting. I feel like the camera changed. I don't know if there's been updates. I should look at see if the update history says anything. Wait a minute. Are these things over here new? I don't recognize these. Are these like battle arenas? Oh, wait, hold on. No, this is definitely a battle arena. What? There's spike walls in this thing. All right, I didn't realize that the game had actually been updated, apparently. All right, let's go back to the main menu because I think there's an update log. Multiplayer modes update. 2 game modes to multiplayer, automatic races and speed building. There's a keep the flag mode planned. Apparently there's some optional challenges that have been added. 3 fighting arenas on the supersonic map. There we go. Apparently there is a new camera. You can switch back to the old camera movement. Added 2 new experimental camera modes, orbit and free orbit. Okay. Camera mode C. Loose camera. Ooh, this feels nice. This feels like what I expect it to feel like. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the camera I've been wanting. All right, free camera. Wait, what? I thought it was just on like free. Okay, this one actually has like a follow capability. Dynamic camera. Loose camera. All right, I think loose camera is my jam. All right, this is gonna make things a lot easier. Oh my goodness, that landing was amazing, but as soon as I release my throttle, it pitches me up for whatever reason. But we're gonna be building a brand new propeller vehicle. I'm actually gonna use gearing to make the propellers go faster, which hopefully, I'm hoping I can use smaller propellers if I do that. But the difficult thing is gonna be getting the propellers in a position where they're not gonna be touching the ground and building out like the rest of my plane. I'm probably gonna build a pretty simplistic body because we want it to be light. So we need to pretty much wireframe it. All right, so we're gonna start off with this. And I think I was looking at the comments and some people were saying there's a better way using the straight connector here rather than this connector, that there might be a better, more efficient way to, I think I got to use this so that I can have one of these, but building propellers might be a little bit easier. So I think, yeah, this could work. And then do that. There we go. Now we got a cross section that is centered. This is going to be much easier. All right, so which one of the things do I want to use? Do I want to use the smaller one or do I want to use the bigger one? See, if I use the bigger one, it's going to be sticking out this much towards the ground. All right, actually, I just realized I want this facing the other way. So fortunately, I can do a little bit of that. This is going to be the forward direction. All right, I believe all of these are facing the right direction, assuming it rotates clockwise. Okay, so now what I want to do is build, I think if I do 15 blocks, this allows me to place another one right here, but then they're going to be too close together where I won't be able to have like a cockpit in between them. This is going to be like the nose of the plane here. We can't do like a nose propeller because it's going to be asymmetrical torque. So I'm going to have 2 wing propellers is my plan. So it's going to be 1 wing and then another wing's going to be over there. All right, so if this propeller is going to be rotating clockwise in that direction, this propeller should be rotating the opposite direction. So the thing is, I need the body of the... I'm trying to keep my center of mass at the level of these wings. But I'm going to have to build down to like wheels to take off to support us so these wings aren't flopping on the ground when I start. These wings need to be elevated above the ground. So that's going to be a challenge. All right, so now I'm just building from the center. I'm just building back to what is going to presumably be the tail. All right, I got basic wing shape. I guess I could probably add, well, I want to also add some gearing in here. Each wing is going to have its own engine that powers the propeller, and then that's going to go into the gearing that powers the propeller. But I also do want actual lift here as well. So I think it's simple enough with the way that the carbon fiber wings attach. I can just add that there and then just have some down force or up force like that. All right, so now we need a tail. I think I should have a little bit of lift in the back. Down force 60, down force 100. So I think I'm actually going to use the lesser one here. Yeah, like that. We can probably balance out our weight with some weight blocks. I just hope that these propellers are going to be strong enough. And oh no, I just realized these propellers are actually facing the wrong way now because I flipped them. Yeah, that'll push the air backwards. Right now, these are in the reverse direction. So now, I need wheels way down here. I guess I'll just have them on like the ends of the wings. I just feel like these are going to be so heavy. Okay, there we go. That's definitely going to keep the propellers above. Doesn't look elegant, but that's what I'm working with. And this time, I'm going to remember to put steering on it. There we go. All right, so we need some vertical stabilization here as well. Can I build out of this? Oh, I can. That's nice. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to try something different here with... I'm going to use these because these have like more readable downforce than I believe this does. Or like actual like stabilization force. I don't know if these fins really stabilize that much. They did have an effect, but for the size of this, I feel like two of these opposing each other in this direction would probably be a better tail. I am realizing now that with this tail, I have uplift, but not necessarily stabilization. Like not really drag as much. So this might be a problem. All right, I think I have most of the elements I need. Now I will, let's try to power these propellers to see if we can deal with whatever weight this is now. So if we want more speed out of these propellers, we want to go from a higher gear to a bigger gear to a smaller gear, which means we're probably going to want this small gear right there. And then let's just go from the biggest gear. So if I go 3, how much space do I need for the biggest gear? Oh, perfect. So let's just do this for now. And I think I can fit at least this engine on there. Okay, so what direction is this spinning right now? So this is spinning in this direction, which means that this is spinning in the correct direction. This is spinning in this direction, which means this is spinning in the incorrect direction. So I need to know that because that means this is the one that I'm going to have backwards be forwards. Let's take a look at our center of mass. Okay, our center of mass is just behind our center of lift. Well, no, this is not our center of lift because we also have the tail. But our wings is just behind our wings. This might actually be good. Let's test this out real quick and then see what kind of modifications we got to make. I am kind of super excited for this. Oh yeah, here we go. Why is it going backwards? Oh, it is going the opposite way that it says it was gonna go. All right, we should go forward now. Oh boy. All right, it faces us into the ground. All right, that's a problem. I can't repair in the air, but flying seems fine. I could theoretically do landing gear that retracts. I'll have to use a stepper motor, which I've never actually used before. So right now, let's take a look at our center of mass compared to our center of thrust. How about that? All right, so right now our center of mass, you can see is slightly below. Our center of thrust is in line with this right here. So that means that we're gonna tip forward. So let's add a little bit more mass up above. All right, so I've added a little bit of a body. Let's see if that raised my center of mass enough. I mean, that does look pretty centered now. Let's see what that does. All right, and go. All right, that might be the tail. This might just be lifting up my tail way too much. And let's just replace them with the normal drag stabilizer. Maybe that was the issue, but at least our center of mass is actually more centered now, regardless if that was a big contributor. Okay. Why do I nose down so much? Okay, and my vertical drag is very bad. I seem to constantly turn to the right. Not sure why that is. Okay, well now I'm constantly turning to the left. Why is this? All right, maybe the carbon wings aren't a good tail. Let me try a normal, just vertical stabilizer style tail and see if that makes a difference. All right, this is a lot of tail here. Let's see if that's enough to actually cause some decent stabilization. I have seen some comments saying that vertical stabilization was an issue in this game right now. Oh, we broke something. Are we any better for stabilization? It does feel less drifty. I also did break a piece. Here, let me repair. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, hold on. All right, taking off is the hard part, though, because of that. Oh, dang it. Let me just go. Come on, take off. There we go. All right, this is way worse. This is really, really bad. Now, like, my pitch stabilization is really bad. But my forward drift seems to be a little bit more dialed back. So that's good. But I need more vertical stabilizers. Or horizontal stabilizers. All right, there we go. We got a big old tail here now. Center mass is behind my wings, which I think is kind of okay. I still don't know why when we apply our throttle that we tilt down so much, because our center of mass is right in line with that. I could do a little bit of experiment here. Let's move the center of mass up and forward. I'm just gonna put a little bit of weight right here. All right, well, it doesn't help us with our initial ground thrust. We're vibrating because something fell off. Oh, I forgot we had the spawn point up here too. I should just spawn up there. Can I not? Oh wait, there's treasure chests on the map? Why are there treasure chests on the map? I wish we could open up the map spawn points though without having to go back into build mode. All right, helicopter landing site. All right, let's just go nice and gentle. Ready, go. So that's not too bad. And now if I just do nothing, this is what happens. So my lift is in front. Need a little bit more lift in the back or a little bit more mass in the front. But this is feeling pretty good right here. All right, why is there saying, are there really treasure chests? I don't think there are. I think that's like a visual glitch from like the other map probably overlaying here. But this is actually, those tail stabilizers that I added, I feel way more directionally stable now. So that's good. I just have a lot of, oh, see, and then we have that same problem where when I release the throttle, massive pitching up going on. You know what it probably is? My propellers, because they are essentially like wind resistant spoilers, my propellers are just probably, when they stop, they just catch all the air and tilt me back. That's probably what it is. But if I'm ready for it, I can hold W to tilt myself forward and literally just counteract it. So here, let's see if we can do a landing knowing that now. There we go. That wasn't too bad. My tail does drag on the ground, but that's what I want to fix. That problem right there. That is a problem. There is like technically no reason that should happen. I don't know why that happens. All right, so we go, how fast do we go? About 250 kilometers an hour. Let's see what happens if we change some gearing. So now what I want to do is add another one of these ratios in here. So I'm going to add a small one right here. So then there's a big one that's going to go into this small one, which will rotate this big one faster into the small one, which rotates these really fast. And I'm hoping, because this is going to be so more top speed oriented, I kind of want a slower acceleration on my propellers because I just feel like they start too much right now. All right, so I'm actually going to add another set of these gears because it'll actually just be, oh wait, no, this won't work because it's going to conflict here. I don't have space unless I move my wings back. And right now, my center of mass is there. Moving the wings back would actually be not a bad idea. All right, there we go. This gives me a little bit of extra wiggle room. So now I can put a slightly longer axle here, and that allows me to put the smaller gear right there, and then this bigger gear right there. So now we go big, small, which rotates the big into the small, which rotates the big into the small. So that should give us a lot more top speed and hopefully more of a slower ramp up, maybe. And then that allows me to actually just barely fit this engine and then attach it just like that. Oh yeah, there we go. So now I just got to duplicate that over here. Okay. Still weight is slightly behind my center of lift. I don't have a lot of lift on this thing, to be honest, but it's enough. Now let's see how this thing functions. 250 kilometers an hour was my previous max. Ah, I didn't spawn at the right point. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. We go more than 250 kilometers an hour now. I want to spawn on the helicopter landing site. It's a lot now, right now. I was hoping that it would be a slower ramp up. Oh no. All right, here we go. Dang it, something obviously broke. Good news is I got the engine stuff right. All right, and go. What? It's so much worse than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be better, but it is way worse. Why is that so bad? Like, I could go so fast right now, but I can't get off the ground. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna go supersonic? Am I gonna go supersonic? Nope. I can't even go down right now. My lift is too... All right, I think I actually need to put my weight in the front, more weight in the front, because I'm clearly... The center of mass is behind my center of lift, and that's messing me up bad right now. All right, big old weights right there. Looks like big eyeballs. All right, now it looks slightly in front of our wings. I still feel like... the physics of flying were... This game was not meant for flying yet. So the physics of this are always probably going to be messed up for now. Okay, well, see, we can't have that. Oh, I'm too far. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Why are you turning like that? I don't think I broke anything. Did I do my wings wrong? No, my wings look right. Maybe I should have... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's too powerful now. It's legitimately too powerful at this point. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so now I do stabilize out much better. Kind of. I can't pitch down though. All right, so we fly kind of straight now, just below the sound barrier. If I added one more gear ratio, I'd probably get over the sound barrier, assuming I could even take off. Oh man, this is craziness. Look at this. Look at this. Going 1,000 kilometers an hour. I really have not much control though. I have decent roll control, as you can see here, but pitch, I actually feel like my tail is too much. I feel like I actually need to build in some pitch control into the tail if this is even gonna work. But we have this problem, which doesn't make any sense because when we go, oh man, our engines are doing such weird things actually. They're going out of the slots. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that's a build error or just a game. I've just pushed it too far. What just I just broke the sound barrier and the map. Something weird happened there. All right, well, we broke a sound barrier in this video. I built a supersonic plane. Wow. I'm just trying to watch, like, the gear, like, the axle that spins the propellers is not staying inside. It's not staying inside its slot. Yeah, when I press the throttle. Oh, I can't even. Hold on, let me get a good one here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, nice and stable. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That is not right. That right there is definitely not right. Oh, it happened again. Oh, it's so dark down here. Where am I? 3,000. 3,000 kilometers. I was at 3,000 for a second. Okay, there's flashing. Did I just break 10,000? I think I just broke 10,000. Excuse the flashing. All right, I have to actually, I'm stuck. We broke the game. This is a game-breaking design here. Okay, apparently I went too fast. Let's try something that is more torque. I don't know. I like maybe torque instead of top speed. I just want to go weaker is the thing. That's what I'm thinking about right now. All right, let's see if a different engine gives a different result. I went with like the weakest electric engine. Oh, I didn't set the controls yet. Oh, this feels stable. Much more stable. Definitely not as fast because we don't have as many RPMs. But for what I'm like, I'm not trying to push the extremes here. I'm just trying to get something that works. Doesn't have to work great. I just want it to work. All right, I do feel like, oh man, this actually flies kind of nice when it settles out. All right, but our pitch is very, very rough. Because I think our tail is actually working. That's why I think the pitch is rough. It's really nice not hearing the high-pitched screaming sound every single time I try to go. All right. I do have lift. Like, look at that lift I got when I slow down. There we go. All right, I just don't like how it pitches forward immediately. I still can't make sense of that because my center of thrust is centered. So it should just go straight. The only thing that should make it pitch forward slightly is the tail will pick up the wind. But then it should go level because it should just stabilize out like that. But when I go, it doesn't do that. It goes into the ground. All right, so we have something relatively functional here in a way. It's really fast, not super controllable, but I'm going to duplicate it because I want to try something that could ruin it all. So I'm going to delete this because I want to see if I can create a tail that actually pitches. All right, so I'm gonna go by 30 degrees. This is actually, I can't even do exactly 30 degrees. Hold on. No, literally can't do 30 degrees. Can I like type it in? All right, we need more fine tuning on the sliders here. Not that like 30 degrees exactly matters at this point, but I can see it mattering for future stuff. Key. Oh, this only goes in one direction. Whoop. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, so I don't know, pitch up. I don't even know if that's like the right direction to go necessarily. So this stepper motor here rotates this, which rotates this, which rotates this, which rotates this axle, which this is a fixed axle connector, which attaches to the tail, which will then rotate the whole tail. Now, how to get it to go the other direction? I guess you would need like a separate motor. This should have, I feel like the stepper motor should have a positive and negative input like an engine does, but it doesn't right now for some reason. So this is, I don't know. We're gonna see what it does. I don't know what direction it's gonna actually spin. So let's see. Oh, well, half my tail is not connected, but it looks like I am in pitch up and I want it to be actually hold instead of toggle. All right, so hold key down. So now this should pitch our tail up. There we go. Look at that. Now we have pitch up. Let's see if it actually works. I'll just have to somehow take off without destroying myself. There we go. All right, so there's that, and then there's pitch up. It seems to definitely have a stronger effect. I don't know. It doesn't maintain the effect, but the initial effect is big, and then I just kind of stabilized out a little bit. So it's something. All experimental stuff, like new ground for me in this game. Never used a stepper motor on my own before, so that's something. How to implement the reverse direction is a little bit more confusing though, especially with such a compact area that I've built this into. Putting another motor in there, I don't even know if I can fit one, to be honest. But this is kind of the same principle that I could use to have retractable landing gear as well. So, but look at this, man. We're flying around at 600 kilometers an hour. It's feeling pretty good. All right, and then land. Look at that landing. Oh, interesting. Both W and S make the motor do the same thing. Huh. I wonder why that is. All right, well, I'm running out of time for this video, but for a first plane, a very first plane experiment, I would say it wasn't terrible. I just think there's some interesting stuff with physics in this game that I'm dealing with that do not apply to the other plane games that I build in, like Trailmakers and stuff. The main thing being the center of thrust. The center of thrust versus the center of mass does not work how I would expect it to work. But I don't know if that's something that can be overcome or not. Maybe I don't, like, helicopters are generally harder than planes conceptually to build, but I wonder, because the propellers will be facing up and not forward, if it'll work better in some way. Maybe I should try a helicopter next time. What do you guys think? You want to see me try a helicopter next time? Let me know down in the comments below. All right. Oh boy. It's so hard to release the throttle without catastrophic things happening. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.